Hey guys, I just wanted to comment on the recent events and share some theories. As some of you know, Natalie left me a comment in one of my videos saying that Cot was missing. She was taking a nap for about an hour, and she woke up and Cot was gone with some of the tapes and the tape player from the coffin that she was using to shield him from, I don't even know what, dark place, evil, baddie things. I'll link the video that she commented on just in case some of you haven't seen it. I know most of the butterflies will have, but some people probably haven't seen it. Anyway, first off, Cot, if you are awake, please let us know that you are okay. Because I don't really like that you left Natalie all alone. And I don't want to get really accusatory right now, if that's even a word. But if you're going to run, you should at least run together with Natalie. Leaving her alone is kind of a dick thing to do. Or if you intended on going to the alley, as unlikely as that is, because I don't know why it would take you that long to go to the alley. And if it did take you that long to go to the alley and you haven't been back, then But anyway, if you intended on going to the alley or doing anything, just if you intended on waking up and doing anything, you should have given her a heads up. Like, it doesn't really matter what we think about it, but you should have said something to Natalie. But I think you would have said something to Natalie. See, pretty much here comes the part where I even bothered making this video. I really do think that Cot would have said something to Natalie, possibly, if he were going to go do something. I mean, I know he can be impulsive and just like do shit just for the sake of doing shit, but just based on the state he was in, I don't think he would wake up and just leave without a word. Unless, I don't know, maybe he thought he was shielding her from the bullshit, which now is really not the time to leave her alone because of that, because she's already really deep in the bullshit. The fucking Slender Man guy is following her now, and she's got that mirror fucker wanting to kill her now. Now is not the time to leave Natalie alone. And another thing, a theory that's been going around. It's been kind of thrown around, or it's really been said over the course of this situation, that there aren't any coincidences. And since Natalie left that message on my channel, there's just this thing about an early video that I did that's been kind of gnawing at the back of my mind. Something I said in it that worries me a little. I asked Helper if he or she would look after Cot whenever we didn't know what had happened to Natalie, because we had asked if she was going to go to the alley. We kept trying to push her toward the alley, and Royvis had even gone to the alley to go look after her, and we did that flower burny thing, and then there was just nothing. So I said, Helper, if you're out there, go look after Cot, because I don't know where everybody is, and Cot is catatonic, and I don't know if he can help himself. And it may have been a stupid idea, but I felt like Helper was the only one left who could be trusted, kinda, to make sure nothing happened to Cot. while the whole alley mess was being sorted out. And so I know a bunch of us reached out to help her for various reasons. I just keep remembering that I specifically asked him if he would watch after Cot. And now I'm worried that even though Natalie isn't missing, he's gone and considered the area where Cot is right now unsafe and removed him from the situation. Again. And that, despite being kind of fucked up, to me would be the best case scenario of where Cot would be if he isn't awake. Because anything else just really makes my stomach turn. I don't, like, there's just so many possibilities with his sleepwalking and shit, and we don't know if he's being controlled by something or if he's been taken or something like that. So if helper, if you are looking out for him right now, or at least I hope you intend on looking out for him in the best interest, thank you. However, I'm a little pissed off that you left Natalie all by herself. No, I'm a lot pissed off that you left Natalie all by herself. I know she isn't your responsibility, but she's all Cot has right now. You know, like, I'd like to think that us butterflies and the rest of the viewers who give a shit about it, and Roybus, and even you know, we're all trying to be there for Cot right now. Not just right now. People before me have been trying to be there for Cot for a while now. That's why we're here. And I like to think that we are there, but we're not actually there like Natalie is. And even you aren't there like Natalie is. Like, friendship sort of fills a void. And as abrasive as Cot can be, I think he does care about her a lot. Like, he wouldn't have kept seeking her out if he didn't give a shit about her. And even if you don't think that's necessary to helping Cot, you know, if you don't think Natalie is necessary for what's going to help Cot in the end, I think you're grossly mistaken, because if something happens to her, then it's really going to hurt him. And that shit, you know, fucks with your morale when your friends get hurt. You know, it fucks with your spirit and shit. So I don't really think you should write her off. I mean, I don't really know what the situation was, if you even took him in the first place. But it's something for you to think about. Just something to think about later on. I know that by being a butterfly, I consider myself loyal to Royvis and I sympathize with her. However, whether you have caught right now or not, and whether you really care or don't care about his feelings, I can't just up and dismiss you as an enemy, Helper, because from what I've read from your conversations with the other butterflies before I came around, you're very passionate about this situation, even if it seems to be like kind of on the angry side of passionate, But I don't know. I think if you were really a terrible person, you would have you wouldn't have tried to warn them and us so many times about, getting involved with Royvis or getting involved with the situation because, you thought we were infected and tainted and stuff. And for all we know, that, it seems that mirror motherfucker seems to be a byproduct of all that. And, you're going to point your finger at us later, when you finally do come talk to us, if you decide to, and say, I told you so. But, that's a whole different rant that I could go on later, but I'm not going to subject you to that part. Anyway, you wouldn't have tried to warn us about all that shit. And I know I'm getting like all feelsy the more that I go on about this, and that isn't really your department, but I got a feeling that the beast and some stuff from the dark place has really hurt you horribly. Be it just mentally or physically or both, And it's not really surprising to me that you would be so jaded. But I know I'm just kind of rambling about this and assuming a lot about you, and I know you hate it when we assume shit about you and you get all pissy. But I guess my point is, as long as it doesn't conflict with Cot, Natalie, the butterflies, or Royvis's safety, I'm willing to consider you an ally. I know that's a lot of stipulations there, especially with adding Royvis to the end of it. I'm not going to willingly betray Royvis. I'm not going to put her in harm's way. I'm not going to try and put Cot in harm's way. However, it doesn't make sense for us and you and anybody sympathetic to the situation to be fighting amongst ourselves when there's like a ridiculously bigger threat looming over us. All of us. You, me, Cot, obviously, Natalie, Royvis, obviously. It's a threat to all of us. There is no reason that we should be fighting about this shit and picking fucking sides over this shit. I mean, I think you tried a little at one point to accommodate that. Accommodate the idea that we all have a common foe here. But you don't really give us anything to go on. You just said that we were infected, but you didn't like elaborate on anything. And anytime they asked you to elaborate on something, you just like went on about how fucking stupid we were. And like I said, I'm sympathetic to Royvis's situation. I don't like that she's stuck in the place that she is. I think that's horrible. But now I'm just kind of talking in circles. Ultimately, that shit does not matter. Unless you want to enlighten us. But anyway, I need to stop going on tangents because I know this video has gotten like ridiculously long. Helper. I will leave you with this one last thing though. If you do not have Cot, you need to find him like right now and make sure he's safe.